What's up, guys? We are at the park today. We actually thought we'd go hiking, but we got a lot to do later, don't have time, so we thought, well, let's just take a time out at the park. So we're out this nice park. The park kind of reminds us, what was that, like how many years ago?
Oh gosh, over 10 years ago when we were first dating.
10 years ago. Young little Joshy, little Kelsey, going on dates. What were we, like 22 or so? 20, 21, 22, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
We actually went to it was a reservoir.
Yes.
It's a big park. Most of y'all probably go. It's like, have water treatment. They have, people can fish out there and all that. They got like a 2-mile track. So we went on a date, and I was trying to be Mr. Romantic, Mr.
Smooth guy.
Smooth. I was smoother than silk, y'all. Smoother than snot on a handrail. That's pretty dang smooth if you think about it. And we was out there. I said, let's go. I got a nice little place for her. She'd never been out there. So we pull up, and it was like a 2-mile reservoir. It's got a big fence all the way around it. It was about, I'd say, 9 o'clock when we got there.
Yeah.
It's about 9 o'clock at night.
And it was a clear night, so we could see all the stars.
It was clear. We'd just kick back looking at the stars, being smooth. And all of a sudden, I guess we was out there about an hour, right?
Yeah, maybe a little over an hour.
Sat there about an hour, and no one else was there. I got to looking around. I said, ain't no cars there. Then I saw a security guard in the distance. He was locking the fence, the big gate. And I thought, uh-oh, this could be a problem. I guess apparently there's a shotgun. Somebody shot a shotgun through the sign. And so it was a big hole, big bullet hole in the sign. Well, I didn't know what time it closed, so I was just gonna wing it. Well, apparently it closed about 10 o'clock. And Kelsey went to a private college, so she had a curfew of like, I don't remember, 12 or something, midnight.
It was 12, yeah.
So by the time we made it to the other side of where the park was, the security guard was gone. He was already gone. We had one option left, folks.
Well, you forgot to tell them about the fence, because we thought we could climb the fence, but there was barbed wire on top of the fence, and there's no way we could scale it without getting all cut up from the barbed wire.
Yeah, they had all this barbed wire on top of the fence, and we was like, well, there's no way we're getting over that. So she called 911.
I didn't know what else to do.
Didn't know what else to do. We were stuck, so we called 911. And she's telling them, hey, this is where we're at. We're locked in here. Security locked us in. And so we wait, and she had to go pee. So she goes to the bushes. About the time she's leaving the bushes over there, police roll up. And
It was so embarrassing.
yeah, I was like, he's like, are you by yourself? I'm like, no, my girlfriend at the time. She's over there peeing in the bushes. And he started laughing, and he's like, well, let's see if we can get you out of here. So we go to the lock. It's a massive padlock on it. There's no way. He calls dispatch.
And he's talking to us through the chain link fence. He's on the other side.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the fence. And he's like, I'm going to have to just call dispatch and get permission to bust this lock. Well, he didn't have everything he needed to bust the lock. He couldn't shoot the lock. That would have been pretty handy. But he couldn't do that. So he's like, well, while we're here, I'll just wait with you guys till the park security gets there for the county. So we're out there. We're talking. Had a lot in common. The guy, well, actually a friend of ours now. It's funny. Shout out to Officer Arnold over there. He knows who he is. Good friend of ours now. Just received the life-saving award. So congrats to him.
He's a great officer.
He's good. But anyway, so we're out there just shooting the breeze. 2 hours roll by. No security, no nothing. Thankfully, it was a slow night for him. So
I was getting nervous because I had a curfew.
yeah, so he had to call her school and say, hey, I have, Kelsey here, and you know, this is such and such with the police department, which probably didn't sound good. And he said, she's locked in a reservoir. so it's gonna be a little bit. She's gonna be late. And I guess they gave you a free pass on that deal, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, thankfully.
So the officer the security guard shows up, and Officer Arnold's like, all right, can you get him out? And the guy's like, well, first I'm gonna explain to them how they're in violation.
He was dead serious.
He was serious as could be. He said, he looked right at me, said, young man, you could go to jail for this. And he said, that's up to the officer. The officer's like, I'm not gonna take him to jail. Well, I think you're gonna write him a big ticket, aren't you? And the officer's like, no, I'm not writing him a ticket. He's like, you should have looked in the park, make sure everybody was clear before you locked the gate up. And that security guard was mad. He unlocked the gate, got in his car, and sped out of there.
Yeah. Little chunks of gravel going up in the air. He was so mad.
Oh, he was mad. And Officer Arnold's like, what's that guy trying to tell me how to do my job?
Yes.
It's pretty funny. We had a lot of experiences kind of like that. So we have like a whole book at home, right? That she's wrote down over the years, like a little diary of all these crazy dates we were on. I mean, we got some. I broke my foot twice at the same park on a date, just hanging out. One time we were playing football, or playing frisbee, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we won't get into that. We'll save that for another video. But yeah, we're just out here at the park, and it kind of reminded us of being locked in the reservoir and a law coming to get us. He had to rescue us, though. Didn't take us to jail. That's funny. You know that, so I said we're friends with him, and he tells everybody that story. He told his wife that, and we're friends with her on Facebook. But anyways, we're just out here, just hanging out.
It's always good to take a time out and
remember
the good old days.
Took our time out in the park today. We're not hiking, not in the woods, just kind of, it's a beautiful day. I mean, blue sky, if you see that blue sky, it's nice. I don't know if you can see that, but just chilling. That time we went fishing, like way out in the middle of nowhere. I had that little secret place where I used to go fish. Then we got stuck, and my line broke, and I fell backwards.
You did, straight into the mud.
I think you were taking a picture then, right at the right time.
I was, and I haven't. I will scrapbook.
That's funny. Well, we're back to the car. Good little walk at the park. You know, parks are fun, but like if you gotta pee, you can't just go pee in the woods at the park. That's a little weird. You know what I mean? You might go to jail. If you're in the woods, you find you a tree, you go pee. That's one of my favorite things about nature. Something about just peeing in the woods, honey. You agree? No, you probably don't agree.
No, I don't.
I like peeing in the woods. Brings you to my roots.